Hi, I'm Tech, and welcome to Underground Mods. And today we're going to see if we can get Windows 10 upgrade using the Media Creation tool, going from Windows 8 to Windows 10. So right now we're at the upgrade screen. I already launched the Media Creation tool, so let's get started. So right now it's going to pull all the files that it needs, and once it gets to 100%, it's going to it's going to initialize the setup process. So I'll come back to it once it gets to 100%. So right now it's almost at 70%, and I forgot to say that if you're running a pirated version of Windows 8, 8.1, that's what we're going to be testing today. If you're running a pirated version of Windows, we want to see if using the Media Creation tool from Microsoft will get you to Windows 10 and be activated, like fully fledged, and not have to worry about anything. Since Microsoft, um, the free update has passed, we want to still see if you can get the free update using the media creation tool. So it's almost at 100%, and we'll see if it actually finished. So, okay, so it's verifying the download. Now, this will take a while. I'm running it in VirtualBox, and just to show you guys, this is a pirated version of Windows 10. I mean Windows 8, but it's activated, so we want to see if we can actually get from Windows 8 pirated version to Windows 10 legally using the media creation tool. So I'll come back when it's the process is at 100%, and then we'll go ahead from there. So it finished processing, and now it's preparing to install Windows 10. So we'll just give it a little while and come back when it's actually at 100%. Okay, so we're at 95%, and it shouldn't take that long to get to 100%. So while we're waiting, actually, might not even have time. It's almost finished. Okay, so while we're waiting, um, this is just a test, actually. It's a basic evaluation. So I just wanted to see if I can install. Actually, I wanted to see first and foremost if the Windows 10 Media Creation tool still allows you to upgrade to Windows 10 for free. And two, I wanted to see if the Windows 10 Media Creation tool will allow you to upgrade from a pirated version of Windows 8 or 8.1 to Windows 10. So we're at the product key. So obviously, it didn't take the activation from the from the Windows 8 activation and go ahead with that. So we'll just select I'm reinstalling Windows 10 on this PC and see what happens. Blah blah blah. Okay. So it's gonna take another while for this to finish update. Once it's almost to 100%, we'll come back and go from there. Okay, so it's finished checking the updates, and now it's making sure it's ready to install, and we'll see if it does the magic. So when it starts the install process, we'll come back. So actually, you can. So, there you go. Do I want to keep my files? Change my files? Nope. Let's just go click install. So it's installing Windows 10. So to sum up, I think I'm not too sure because I've done this like 4 times and it failed. But the difference between this time and the last time was I was doing it from Windows 7. So I changed my mindset and said, well, let's see if it just does it from Windows 8 or 8.1. So actually, after it completes this and it goes through its reboot sequence, and if it doesn't ask me for a product key, and if when I go to check and see if the product keys, see if the Windows installation is actually active or activated, then we can sum it up and say, yes, you can still upgrade from Windows 8.1 pirated version or a legal version using the Windows Media Creation tool to Windows 10. And then from Windows 10, you can go straight to the Anniversary Edition and on into the future. So once this is finished, I'll pause it here and then come back once it's at 100% and watch it go through all the installation process. Okay, so it's finished and we're waiting for it to actually restart. And then once it restarts, it'll kick us into the actual Windows 10 installation process. And then hopefully, well, I've never gotten this far on the Windows 7. So let me emphasize again, since I'm actually kind of late into it, 7 minutes in. This method would probably only work for Windows 8, 8.1 to Windows 10. It won't work for Windows 7 to Windows 10. So now it's doing its actual install, and hopefully, so okay, cool. So it's doing the upgrade. So hopefully now, at the end of the upgrade, um, we'll have a full-fledged working Windows 10 installation. Now, I want to stress, even though this is a pirated version, it's a proof of concept, pretty much. Even though I'm actually 8 minutes in to saying this, it's a proof of concept. So, because this is a pirated version of Windows 8, but I surmise it will work with a legal copy of Windows 8, a legal copy of Windows 8.1. And you can transition from that without having to actually go out and buy it. You can find the Windows 10 Media Creation Tool and upgrade from Windows 8, 8.1 all the way to Windows 10. So when it reaches like 80%, we'll come back and check it. So it's finished copying the files and now it's on to the installation part. So we'll come back once it goes to the configuration setup. Actually, this might not take as long as the copying files. The copying files took like forever. But then again, maybe I should have give the VM a little bit more processor. I gave it 4 gigs of RAM, so I think I only gave it one CPU, but I'll have to double check. But anyway, so we'll come back once the installation features on drivers are finished and onto the configuration settings. Okay, so it's finished with the installing the drivers and it restarted. Now it's gonna kick into the configuration setup part. And that should be it. And then I guess another 10 minutes or 20 minutes and we should be into Windows with all of our previous settings from Windows 8. So we'll give it a little while here before I get the sense I might need to actually fast forward it. So it's in the configuration part now. And it's at 1%, so yeah. I'll just pause the video here and then pick back up once it's at 100%, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Okay, so it's at 97% and on the home run stretch. 97% overall and 90% configuration of the system. And it's taken a while, so we'll be back. Or I'm just gonna edit this part out and then come back once it's all the way finished. Actually, it's getting ready, so actually I'll just wait since it's not going to be that long. I was trying to keep the video under 20 minutes. We're approaching 12 minutes. So technically if I didn't do most of those pauses, the video would have been so much longer. So let's see. So we'll just wait for this to finish and then we'll just go straight and check to see if it's activated, and then that'll wrap up the video. Oh my gosh, more updates. Are you kidding me? Let's see how long it's going to take to get these critical updates. I'm wondering if it's going to pull the anniversary update off the bat. I hope not, because then, yeah, that'll just take a long time. But anyway, since we're actually here, so we surmise that you can actually upgrade from Windows 8, Windows 8.1, using the Windows 10 Media Creation tool and get to Windows 10 for free to this day. Which that should be a godsend to a lot of you guys out there. And we also prove that if you're on a pirated version, you can still upgrade to Windows 10 and be somewhat legal going forward and not have to worry about too much stuff. So if you're on a Windows 8.1 or 8 Pro, this upgrade will carry you straight to Windows 10 Pro, which is, it should be, you won't have Windows. Let me clarify that. So if you're, whatever version of Windows you're installing or you have installed on your computer, it will carry you to that install. And we have another video on the channel if you need to actually upgrade from, if you're on Windows 10 Home, after you do do this upgrade, if you're on Windows 10 Home, we can get you to Windows 10 Pro. Just go check out the channel, and I'll leave a link in the description for the Windows 10 Home to Windows 10 Pro. Okay, did another restart, so that didn't take too long. I'm sorry, I might be sounding kind of muffled because I'm fighting this flu. So, come on. I hope it's not going to take its time to install these critical updates. I'm trying to actually give you guys the full overview and not do too many cutscenes, so you can actually see the full process from start to finish. But also, I'm not trying to have the video go into like a 30-minute video. Okay, so it's setting up apps. And normally this part doesn't take that long. But as you can see, it's still doing some activity on the network. So okay, so it seems like it's gonna take a little longer. So I'm gonna clip it here and then come back once this is finished setting up all the apps. So we're on the home run stretch. It's just doing a little bit more tweaks, and hopefully we'll be booting into Windows. So at this moment, okay, cool. So let's go check and see if it's an actual activated license. And yes, it's an actual activated license. But before that, let's change some stuff on the display. Make things a little bit bigger. Ooh. Actually, now this might require a restart of the VM. But what I did forget to check to see if it's an actual Windows Pro or Windows Home, because I'm pretty sure I was on Windows Pro for Windows 8. Well, we can actually go check that. So yes, you are on a full Windows 10 Pro. Your key is actually activated, and we have proven you can still upgrade from Windows 8, Windows 8.1 to Windows 10 for free. Let's do a quick reboot. and then after the reboot, the display will actually go back to the original. I might have to set it, but yeah. So you guys out there in TV land or in the internet land, you can actually upgrade from Windows 8, Windows 8.1 if you still have a legal copy, or if you have a pirated version, you can go all the way up to Windows 10 on whatever copy of Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 do you have, which is great. Because I figured that it would still actually work. I just wanted to share it with you guys that you can actually still upgrade from Windows 8, 8.1 to Windows 10. Now, for some reason, it won't. When the Microsoft Media Creation Tool will not allow you to upgrade from Windows 7 all the way up. It will allow you to upgrade from Windows 7 all the way up to Windows 10 if you have a valid license of that Windows for Windows 7. That's the only caveat here. So if you have a valid Windows 7 license, you can use the Microsoft Media Creation Tool and get all the way to Windows 10. But if you have a pirated version of Windows 10, Windows 7, it will not. It will not allow you to upgrade. Come on, come on. So this is actually great because someone asked me this the other day, and I wasn't sure. I was 100% sure, but I wasn't sure. So I wanted to prove to myself and prove to them that yes, you can still upgrade from from Windows 8 or Windows 8.1 all the way to Windows 10 using the Microsoft Media Creation Tool. Now, okay, so there we go. And to make sure you guys see this again, so as you can see, Windows 10 Pro, your Windows is actually activated. So we're all set. We're good to go. And I'm Tech with Underground Mods, and we've just shown you guys that you can actually still upgrade or get Windows 10 for free to this very day. Alright guys, I'll see you guys on the next one.